Good Friday evening, everybody. How you
Hmm.
doing on this great, fabulous Friday? I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fire War, and it is Friday, right?
October 3rd. Yes,
October
sir.
3rd, Friday. And you know, as you guys know that know me, nothing is ever, a normal day. Well, what is normal, right?
Hmm.
And anyways, a uh, had a nice day as always at Wolverine Harley, and you just never know who you're going to run into.
Hmm.
So you know what? Today was time to run into Wolverine at Wolverine.
And we're not talking about the four-legged animal.
We're not talking about the ferocious little critter, man. We're talking actually the picture that I posted.
Yeah, if you go on his website.
Go to it's on our page. It's on my page, on my fight. I think I shared it. Was I actually just met this individual. His name is James Perry, and I had the pleasure of meeting him last week for a real quick second. I was working, and one of our sales guy Chuck comes into the bay, and he's talking, and was myself and Derek Speedy, and introducing us. And I turn around, and that's the first time I didn't know James at the time, and it was real quick. We were busy, they were busy, in and out. And afterwards, I'm looking at Derek. I'm like,
Who was that?
uh, does that kind of look like what's his name?
Hugh
Hugh Jackman,
Jackman.
Wolverine? And he goes, "Yeah, man." It was like, damn. Well, that's all we knew. We didn't know anything about him. Didn't know his real name. We thought he was there looking for a bike. You come walking into the bay with a salesman. That happens all the time. So today I'm sitting there, and Derek comes in, and he goes, "Remember that dude from last week came in? Looks like Wolverine at Hugh Jackman." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, he's up there again, and they're taking pictures." And he goes like this, man. He goes, "Got the claws." I was like, "I got to get the claws, man." But we were busy, so I wasn't able to get up there. And he came back, and I thought he was gone. But actually, I went back up front, and I saw George, our faithful owner, George Dillanuez, and he was talking with James. And I was just trying to get to the bathroom, man. They had me. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. George is like, "Hey, how you doing? I'll be right back." And when I came back out, I saw that he was talking with him, and me and George said our hellos, and like I said, I remember seeing James last week, and I go, "I remember seeing you," and I go, "I'm Manny." He goes, "I'm James," and obviously we had started up our conversation, and like I said, knew nothing about nothing, not a name, not a history, anything. The only thing I knew is a dude looked like Wolverine. And someone in the back said that he was something. Yeah, I mean, you know how it goes. You get 10 people. This one whispers something. By the time it gets to the last one, the story's completely changed.
Hmm.
So the first thing I heard was he was doing pictures, promotional stuff for Wolverine. Obviously because he looked like Wolverine. And then I heard that he was very popular on social media, which would again make sense. So it's like, okay, whatever. Um, so like I said, I went up front, and had to get some stuff for the bay, and I didn't see him, so I thought he was gone. But he wasn't, and I had a very just a limited time, and we started chit chatting. And oh, I forgot. Let's
That's
hold
okay.
on.
I'm
Let's
doing my typing.
there,
There I
and we
am.
got OG and Rocket and her little sunflower. But myself and James had a little bit of time to chit chat, and I just said, what I knew, which was nothing. It was basically like, "Yeah, man, I heard you're doing stuff with social media." And Tyler Thompson, how you doing, man? So Tyler, check out my page,
Hey,
man. You
Tyler.
can see who I'm talking about. Um, our new family member,
Hmm.
James Perry, is the picture that I have that I had taken. who looked just like Hugh, who looks like Wolverine. So check it out, Tyler. But so I just said, well, if that's what it is with social media, I just said, I've got a show as well. I have a podcast, My Fight or War. And I said, besides our studio in Detroit, we also have a studio in New York, Connecticut with my brother Ian Bick, our producer Matt Cronin, AJ Galante, and the whole crew out there. And can't forget Leroy,
Mr.
Ebron.
Ebron.
And I said, yeah, ours is about recovery. And as soon as I said that, he was like, really? And then I said, yeah. And I said, I went from a Detroit police officer working EMS and also with, I rode with the Detroit Highwaymen. And he said, man, he goes, my story is about recovery. My story is about an individual who is a Detroit police officer and again, this whole thing happened in like 5 minutes. So, I mean, little bits and pieces, and I'm sure I'm screwing some of it up already.
That's okay.
But the bottom line is, it was like, so there's this connection with the police. And then I ended up losing my mind completely. So I ride with an outlaw motorcycle club, the Highwaymen. He goes, I know someone in the club. I'm like, you gotta be shitting. So
Small world.
Again, that thing about coincidence. No,
Mhm.
Things happen for a fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're talking, and nice enough to get some pictures, put them on the page, and like I said, I had about this much time, and I had to get in the back. We had bikes going out. And so we chit chat for a little bit afterwards, and it was like, man, again, things happen for a reason. Some of the things that comments that he said, as you guys know, I really don't follow rules well and stuff like that, and I don't mean that in a negative kind of stupid ass way. It's just that like all of us, man, we need to be ourselves. Just I take all of the stuff I learned from other people. I mean, I'm not a total idiot. I listen to very smart people, but I then take bits and parts and I do it my way, but by using a lot of the awesome information that I've been blessed with. So as we're talking about the different stories, he goes, man, some of the things that you're talking about apply to me as well. So I'm like, yeah, so we exchange numbers. In fact, I just got done talking to him, and we're going to get together. And man, I bit my freaking lip. Don't mind me if you see blood coming down.
I'm going to break
Yeah.
your chain of
But,
thought for just a second. if I
uh-oh.
may. Tyler, 3 years today, sober.
What? Oh, that's right. Tyler Thompson, 3
Woo!
years.
Yo,
My
Tyler.
brother, Tyler Thompson.
Stay strong, my brother.
You know what? I just have to, for Vincent and everyone else, Tyler Thompson, I am so proud of you. This dude, my brother Tyler, came on as a guest on My Fight or War because he chose to tell his story. He chose to put himself out there and be vulnerable, man, and to tell his story to help other people. And as he said, man, afterwards, he goes, man, I was really nervous and this and that. And as we were talking, he said something about watching our show, and he goes, man, I really love what you do and all that. He goes, I'd like to maybe do my own podcast. And I was like, hell yeah, why not? So, but that was it. Tyler is awesome. He'll hit me up usually once a day. He'll send me, messages, good morning. I mean, just little hellos, how you doing? I mean, just awesome. But nothing about following up with his podcast streams. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And next thing you know, he says, you know what, Manny? He goes, I'm thinking about, training, going to the gym for MMA. And I go, you know what, Tyler? I go, you spent a lot of your life getting your ass kicked by addiction. Why don't you start kicking ass? Get in that fucking ring.
Right.
And, that was it. I didn't I didn't jump on him. You got to do this. You got to do that. That was it. next thing I know, he is, joins the gym, gets a trainer, starts training MMA, grappling, boxing, kicking, everything. And I
Hitting the gym.
couldn't be more proud of him.
Mhm.
It doesn't stop there. So
There's
the
more.
next
Wait,
thing you
there's
know,
more.
then wait, there's more. You get a podcast, you get a podcast. And so he hits me up. He goes, I'm going to start my own podcast, Knocking Out Addiction. There you go. There, and he is doing it. I haven't seen any shows lately, Tyler. So get
He's
your
been
ass
busy
moving
working
here.
out. Well, he's got a new job. Don't forget.
Oh, that's right. But so with all that said, you 3 years sober, you are kicking ass in training at
Mhm.
MMA. You've got your own show now, and
And a job.
and your full-time job, and we are all so proud of you.
Life is good.
Congratulations, Tyler Thompson, and just so very happy for you, man. Sandra Brown, Shenanigator, Amber, how you guys doing? Amber, we're celebrating Tyler Thompson's 3 years sober today.
Woo-hoo.
Vincent, thank you for being here as always. And
With
you know,
his very
yeah,
thoughtful words.
so again, all of this, chaos and all that. Our new family member James Perry's going to fit right in. And again, man, you talk about a dead ringer, man. A lot of the guys at work, they were like, dude, man, he's got, do like Vegas. He looks just like him.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and
but
Halloween's coming up. It's a season.
but the good thing is, we were talking, and again, me and James had not even 10 minutes to talk, but we had enough time to get the important points across, which is what we were doing, what's going on, and how can we do more to help. And it was just like that. So I really appreciate that for James doing that. And like I said, the best is yet to come.
Mhm. We're going to have him on sometime.
Yeah,
We'll work it out.
James has a busy
Details to come.
schedule. He's heading out of town, and we're going to actually meet up this Monday to get a background story. His, mine, OG's, My Fight Our Wars, everything. So we're on the same page. So he knows what we're about. We know what he's about, and so we can just share. And but he's just awesome because obviously his brand is himself.
Mhm.
You see him, you're immediately drawn to, first of all, a person, an actor, a character. But he's got you. You got the attention, right? And then you get to meet him, the person. You get to meet James Perry, the person inside Wolverine, and you get to hear his story and how captivating that is.
Mhm.
So, I mean, which is a beautiful thing. If you've got a hook like that where you've got someone's attention, man, use it. And he's doing it in a very positive way. So I definitely commend him for that. After he left today, me and one of my my brothers at work, Ryan, I'm like, screw that, man. We could do that. Except neither one of us have hair and we don't look like them.
No.
But other than that, we could do
Perfect. Yeah.
So, and I go, we got better chance looking like Groot.
Oh, Groot.
There's Manny. There's me and Ryan. Yeah, they got to get Groot in there, man.
Yeah.
Show Groot some loving. But anyways, that's where we're at right now. As far as I wanted to chit chat a little bit about James, because like I said, I've known him personally now for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was able to get that much, and there's a lifetime more that I don't know about. But then again, there's a lifetime about all of us that we don't know about. There's people in our own family that don't know about it. You know what? There are people, like I've said before, about our families. When we share our comments. I remember when I first started My Fight Our War, we'd have people posting, and it would be a lot of positivity, a lot of motivation. But then all of a sudden, you get a couple posts that were, hey, listen, having a really bad time, man. Something happened. I fell off the wagon. Something
I
triggered
fell.
this. Something happened. Yeah, and within minutes, man, all you see are replies. Hey, listen, you're not alone. You got this. And when I first, this is like 2 weeks into starting My Fight Our War. And I remember seeing just the love in the community
Mhm.
and just the way everybody was taking care of everybody. And I had to remind people, you do realize that a week and a half ago, none of us knew each other. Now, I mean, we are jumping to people's help. It
Mhm.
was such, and we were sharing such, you know, some of these stories were very personal,
Mhm.
very painful stories that we're sharing with total strangers because we had that feeling of, My Fighter War is a safe place that
Mhm.
you can talk, you can be yourself without being judged. And I had to remind people because it was just carrying on. And I'm like, man, look at this. People are opening up to people who are just, amazing. And just our family and the replies to comments, the responses, the motivation and support that we gave was just heartwarming, overwhelming. It was just very heartfelt,
Mhm.
and to this day means the world. So I
Yeah,
say it
no
all.
guilt, blame, or shame here.
No, and I say it all the time, man. Is with our family, our words matter,
Uh-huh.
and they really do. And
Take a look at Amber's comment.
some people on TikTok can be brutal. Their recovery platform is wild, sometimes very obnoxious. Yeah,
So they
and you
don't.
know what, Amber? That's why I always say, as far as I will never tell anyone how to run their show or how to run their platform ever. Um, yeah, you be you. That's fine.
Mhm.
Um, that's why I always said I will never strive to be like anyone else. I want to be me. I am going to, win, lose, or draw. I'm the one that has to look in the mirror. And, but as I said earlier as well, I'm going to listen to people like Ian Bick. I'm going to listen to people, you know, like AJ and Matt Cronin and
Mhm.
all these
Mhm.
people, Dan and Donna from Hard Knocks, Brad McLeod, Sober Patrol, all of these people who have been doing this for years and years and years and years, and take the best information I can, sit down, see how it pertains to me in some ways, and then
Yeah.
use little bits and pieces of it.
Make it your own.
But I'm not going to be something I'm not. I will never sit there, and I've said it many times. This is not about me. This is not an I and a me. This is us and we. That's who
However,
we
you
are.
are the best Manny Vitale ever.
I'm the only Manny
There you
Vitale, damn
go.
it.
And you're the
Me and
best
my
at it.
Groot and Susie the Wonder Dog.
Oh, yeah,
We
she's here.
are all this family is such a blessing.
Now, one thing I want to share with this, because you're busy talking and you can't really pay attention to the comments. That's why sometimes I'll point them to you. But one of the things that I truly love is when the family members start talking to each other. They're here listening to you, of course, but they're also talking to one another and
Oh,
giving each other support, and it's
mhm.
beautiful. And you haven't met each other either, but you're still family. It's
Yeah,
just a beautiful thing. It's just, I love it.
it is, and that's a great thing. Is you'll sit there, and that's what I've wanted. Like I said, I don't want it to be like everyone else's
Mm.
platform or show. I'm not going to sit there and keep saying the same thing as other people. If you choose to do that on your show, fine, that's fine. But like I always will say, is like for us, you know, and me, when I will never tell someone what to do. I will give opinions. I will just like I will listen. But you're never going to hear me say do this because if you don't, you'll fail. You do it my
Mm.
way or our way
Yep.
because it's the only way. No,
There's
um,
Jackie.
but I like to say it's like when I tell people who might come on if they're a little bit nervous. I'm like, just think of it as being outside, sitting around a bonfire with a bunch of your friends, just hanging out and talking. And that's what we have with our shenanigans,
They're both
with
on now, by the way.
Jacqueline, with Amber, Caleb, Tyler, Vincent, all of us, it's that family feeling of next thing you know, we got Amber telling, talking to Jacqueline, who's talking to Tyler, who's talking to Caleb,
Mhm,
and just
mhm.
bringing up different things that happen throughout the day.
Oh, damn,
And,
and
and,
there's Caleb, you're right.
and it's just a great feeling. And we look after each other, we check on each other. Amber has been sharing a lot about herself. And that's another thing with us here. You know, I've said it many times, man. You don't have to worry when you're here,
Mhm.
because you're not going to be asked to say something or do something if you don't want. I mean,
Mhm.
this is your story to tell.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Share or don't share. It's okay.
Exactly. If you choose to share it, great. You know what? We'll respond. If you choose not to, great. You know, and when we have family who's down, I mean, Amber has been very transparent with stuff that's going on. And what do you see? You don't see people attacking.
Mm-mm.
You don't see people, no. Anytime there's a
Yes.
post, a video, or anything from Amber or whoever, because we've had other family members who are having issues, man. What do you get? You got this. You're not alone. Message me, text me, and it's from all different people. So, to everyone involved, Caleb, I mean, all you guys, it is such a great feeling. And you know what? And even because I've had people say, well, how do you keep talking about this, how much it means to you, and you've never even met probably 98, 99% of the people. That's what makes it that much more special, is
Mhm.
to have that bond where I can look up and see Caleb. I see Amber's name. I see Jacqueline and Tyler and Vincent. I see the name, and it makes me happy. It's just like, these people are not just people, they're family, man. And, my cousin Laura, just pop on
Uh-huh.
and we share. And, see, like Amber, right here is a prime example. I've been struggling big time, but everyone has been nothing but supportive. And
There you
the
go.
thing is, though, Amber, is we've had other people who've come on because, Amber, just like all of us have gone through a lot, but there's a lot of times where Amber is, doing great. I mean, we all have our moments, where even at our best, we're not at our best, but we still push on. And that's
Mhm.
Amber. And we had
She's
some,
a warrior.
yeah,
Oh my God.
and
She's a
we've had
warrior.
people who have
Ah.
been down and out. And Amber and Jacqueline and all them are one of the first ones. Hey, man, how are you?
Mhm.
We got you. So it goes both ways, and that's one thing that's so special. And I just saw what Amber. Did you see this?
What?
Laura Vitale, another
Another
Vitale.
Vitale.
Amber, that is my cousin's wife. Anthony Vitale, Tony, that's his wife. Amber, I got to tell you,
Oh, you got
my house that I had when I was in grade school, growing up, grade school, junior high, high school in St. Clair Shores. I went to Greenwood Elementary. Junior high at that time was Ottawa Junior High, and then Lakeview High School. And our street that we lived on, the name of the street was Rockwood, but we used to be teased all the time and call it Vitale Street
yeah.
because across from Ottawa's baseball field was where Grandma and Grandpa lived. And on the next block, heading north on Rockwood, was my Aunt Alice and Uncle Sam.
Mm.
The following block was our house. So we had three sets of the Vitale clan. We all lived there. So they're everywhere. Oh, my back. Um, Laura, we are like flies.
All over the
Well,
place. Well,
um, and Amber, I tell you what, my cousin Tony is,
a kind,
he will
kind
reach out
man.
to everyone and anyone at the drop of a hat. I
Mhm.
mean, drop of a hat.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
Yeah, drop of a hat, stop on a dime, or stop
Sure.
on a dime and
Don't
drop a hat,
throw a hat,
throw a hat,
spit on a dime,
water under the
whatever.
whatever. Um, and Laura is Anthony's wife. Yep. And but yeah, man, that's just, a beautiful thing about My Fighter War is just a family. And it's funny is when I first started this, like all of you know, I'm clueless, how to start up a page. I knew nothing. So when I was doing it, it said, what kind of page is it? Is it sports? Is it cooking? Is it this? Is it, you had to say what it was. And it said like clinician, clinical, inpatient, outpatient.
Wow.
I was like, no, no, man. I wanted to put family recovery, but it didn't have one of those. So I can't remember whatever it was. I completed the page, but I remember when I put the mission statement and whatever else I had to put in there at the very beginning. I said, listen, it made me put this for the title. I said, however, please, we are a family here at My Fight or War. And the one thing that means the world to me is please, is the only thing I'm asking as far as rules. Don't be an idiot. Don't be freaking, be here because, have fun. I mean, we're going to lose our temper sometimes. We're human, but just be respectful. And, but the main thing was when we respond to each other, respond as family, our family members, my family
Support.
member so and so, my family member Amber, Jacqueline, and I swear to God, it just took off like wildfire because next thing you know, people were joining, and then it was welcome to our family, and it that meant so much that other people, fed right into it, and I appreciate that, man.
Amber's got away with words.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, basically,
You see what
I've
she
said that.
said?
Yeah, I mean, that's just it.
Yeah, just be nice, but don't be a dick.
And actually, for those of you who saw the picture that I was talking about me at Wolverine today with James Perry, who looks just like Wolverine. Here he is right here. We just chit chatted. Thank you for your wonderful intro. I can't wait to add value to this new family and inspire others to believe that you can change your life. Use your talents and abilities to serve others. And the thing is, I literally just met him and we talked this much. And everything he just said, man, does it sound familiar, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all of us. What he just said, that's what I mean, Randy Powers. I mean, there you go, brother. I haven't seen Randy in a while.
Oh, Randy.
Welcome, Randy. Welcome to a Friday night
Cousin
with the
Tony's on
family.
now.
But yeah, hey Tony. But yeah, that's what I mean. How just hearing that response, it's we were talking before going live about how when I do shows, when I have guests come on, a lot of it is, let's start from the beginning. How growing up, what was your childhood like? And it does matter because I'll have someone come on, and this is actually, and it's out there, so I'm not saying anything that I can't say, but my nephew, Bo, some of his first memories were being pushed down because bullets were ripping through the house, the windows, the drywall. And I think it was like 4 years old. Those were some of the first memories that he had as a child. The other ones were him sleeping on the floor because he didn't want to sleep in his bed because of the bullets coming through. So they made the kid sleep on the floor. He woke up with a boulder next to his head because someone threw a boulder through the window because at that point his father was dealing drugs and they were trying to get at him. That's Bo's first memories, man. And I tell you what, the man he is now, I love Bo so much. You talk about a respectful,
a good kid,
hardworking, just I don't have enough time or words to put into how I feel about Bo. And the reason I brought that up is that's how he grew up. He'd be, as he got older, he'd hear gunshots and it'd be the crackheads that were outside with bulletproof vests on with 22s shooting each other for fun because they were so cracked up. As he got older, he was told by his family, he had a family member who lived next door to him.
Mm-hmm.
They said, go check on Aunt so and so. And again, I think at this time he was maybe 10.
Yeah, somewhere around
He
there.
goes over there to check on his
9, 10.
aunt. He comes walking back alone. They're like, where is she? He goes, she's laying in bed dead with a needle in her arm. Said it just like that, 10 years old.
Flat affect.
Maybe a little, the exact age, but
Yeah.
that's how he grew up. That was his start. But that did not define who he is.
Oh, you'd
Right
never
now,
know that.
he is
He's
a
fabulous.
hardworking, just amazing. I am so proud to call him nephew. And, you know, it's important because I've had other people on this show who dad's a doctor, ma's a lawyer. And it sounds cliche, but it's actually true.
Mm-hmm.
Who, I mean, brand new car when they were 15, 16 years old. I mean, had everything handed to them. And, you know, next thing you know, they're dealing with addiction, just like, you know, the thing is, Bo wasn't affected by it
Mm-mm.
personally because of what he saw. And the whole reason about this is the importance of what we do is when we do reflect on, you know, people's childhood, because don't let that, it doesn't, people who don't understand addiction, they're like, well, that's why. No, you can't let, you know, your childhood, that's, you know, we have enough excuses at our own and to manipulate, to make
Mhm.
excuses why we did the stupid shit we did. But anyways,
And he never did get into
no, thank God. You know,
substances.
no.
Well,
Amber,
he's working too hard to be. He's working like 20 hours a day, especially in the
Melissa
summertime.
has just popped in here.
Yeah, good night, Caleb.
Caleb's
He said, good
have
night,
a good
OG.
night, OG.
Yeah, he's
Caleb,
going to work.
Caleb, you have a great night tonight, and thank you for popping on with us. And looking forward to seeing you again.
Mm-hmm. See you next time.
And Melissa, thank you from our Alabama family.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have a
June's on its
text
way.
from what's that?
I said June's on its way.
I was just gonna say I got
Mm-hmm.
a text message from Lori, and it said already working on June's addiction eviction rally, which we're looking forward to being at. And so for everyone in Athens, Alabama, y'all have a great night, and we're fixing to see y'all soon.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone who ever has anything negative to say, well, bless your heart. I'm working on it. I'm trying. Let's see. Wait a minute. What do we got here? This is different. My brother shot my thigh with a BB gun 2 feet away as I was getting ready for my first date. As close as I've been to a gun. Hey, you know what?
Ouch.
Yeah.
That still
Well,
hurts.
I wish I could say the same,
Yeah,
but
well.
mine unfortunately was real, and it
Mm.
was right here. That's why I look this beautiful.
If you ever look at his pictures in this photos, you'll see the one that was just how many days after that gunshot to your face was
It
that picture
was
taken? Because you're still pretty
well, actually it was
swollen.
after my surgery. After the shooting, after it happened, they couldn't operate for I think
Couple
3 or
days, yeah.
4 days because of the swelling.
Yeah.
And then that was after my surgery where they cut from here down and pulled this down and put the plate in here. And then here's where I got stabbed a year later. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Evidently, you turn your head to the right because you keep exposing your left side.
I know. It's just like everyone's like, what's with you in the left eye? And
Yeah.
by the grace of God, I'm one, still alive. Two, I can still see. Let's see.
Whatever happened to the guy with the knife? Can you? Never mind. Maybe you can't share.
What guy?
Oh, what guy? Okay, the girl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. My apologies.
Anyway,
some
boy,
things
that
are
was,
better
I
left
tell you
unsaid.
what, man, that the blood from the stab was so much worse than the gun. Actually, I took the hammer, got me right here, split me right here. And because when I turned, it went just off to the side like that. That's why I'm still alive.
The hammer from the
From the
gun.
gun caught me right down here. So that's the gun was like literally like this. It got me. But hey, Kevin's in the house. Kevin, how you doing, man? Kevin, hope you
Woo, there you
got a
snuck in.
chance to check out our one episode with Gio, who plays for the Huntsville Havoc. We had him on.
Mhm.
Amber says wait a minute. I moved the monitor a little bit here before we went live. You've had more surgeries than I've had CAT scans. Damn, I told the doctors off the other day. I'm telling you, okay, so no more CAT scans for you, no more surgeries for me.
God, for your mouth to
Had
God's ears,
amazing.
baby.
Oh man, did you see
Steak
Kevin? Hold
dinner.
on.
Love those steak
Had an
dinners.
amazing steak dinner. Oh, my brother, I tell you.
I love having friends who are vegans or vegetarians. More steak for me.
Oh, I some of the guys I used to train with, these guys, I mean, they're pros. They're IBA pros, IBF pros, and yeah, these are guys and girls who've got their pro cards. But their menu, you talk about eating mofos. I mean, I had a
Mhm.
buddy who would eat 3 or 4 big old
Like
ribeyes
ribeye.
or
Oh.
T-bones a day,
Ooh.
3 or 4 a day. And, it's like a carton or 2 of eggs a day. I mean, their diet is insane. But, yeah, big old steak. And, this was back in my drinking days. We were up north of Deer
Mhm.
Camp, and my one
Muskrats.
buddy was sitting there, and we had these steaks there. I swear to God, they were this thick. They were so good. We had them on the plate, all seasoned up. And of course, we're doing shots of Crown and drinking and just Deer Camp. And
Mhm.
all of a sudden, my buddy takes a knife and he cuts a thin piece of the steak and grabs it and he eats it. And I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, it was just raw, seasoned up, just sitting
Oh,
there.
okay.
And I'm looking at him, he goes, it's good. So, of course, I'm like, okay. So I pull my buck knife out, which is full of deer blood and everything. I cut a piece of the steak that's raw and I take a bite. And I'm like, son of a bitch,
It
this is
good.
good. And then, Jay goes, it's actually called steak tartare,
Correct.
which I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it's actually
thing.
a thing, and it's raw. So next thing you know, there we are with our bloody buck knives that we just gutted a deer with, cutting this raw steak. And my other buddy Matt walks in. He goes, "What the hell are you guys doing?" So, but usually when we get steaks, anyways, it's like, how do you want it? Wave it over the fire, walk it by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Kevin, I hope you enjoyed that steak, brother. I know you did. Hey, did you see this about Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Melissa. I'm on staff now at the recovery house, so I got to go take care of 22 ladies. Love y'all. Tell Manny to stay handsome. Oh, I will tell him.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Manny?
Yeah.
Yes, Manny. Stay handsome. I
Oh, yeah.
will. Melissa, thank you, man. And congratulations, man. That is awesome.
Good.
We got to get some more information, man, and, get some people on this show.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's great. I know that when we were there was a lot of talk about, a lot of the girls, like that sisterhood, they were doing that, man. B, no.
Oh, yeah, B came on. She was
She
wonderful.
was on, and I can't remember what was in, I can't remember the name of it now.
Sisters United?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
yeah.
Sisters United.
That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was great. Kevin says, I couldn't do raw steak. Well, I tell you what, as you know, in our past, Kevin, it's amazing with what about 14 Bud Lights and about 7 to 10 Crown Royals. Yeah, you will.
They could have been eating muskrat.
Oh,
and they wouldn't know.
Kevin, that was one of those hold my beer, watch this moments. But we just kept eating the damn thing. Oh, it was good. But Go ahead, Kevin. We definitely will. Sisters United. And Melissa, again, that's awesome, man. And the one thing that we've always said too about all of us in recovery is, what do we do, man? No one would blame any of us. And I've said this to a lot of guests that come on, that if we just took care of just ourselves, once you got sober, once you got, your life on track, that it was like, hey, listen, I'm going to take care of number one, just me, my family, my kids, whatever, and focus 100%. And that's it. No one would blame any of us, being the best us that we can be for our immediate family and friends. But that's not what we do, man. We do it, Melissa and everyone else, Kevin and Tyler and James and Amber and Jacqueline and Vincent. What we do is look for the next person to help. And I mean, again, I said it so many times. If that's not heroic, I don't know what is.
Did you see Kevin about eating?
He said he couldn't eat the steak.
Yeah, I said, but true story. I couldn't wait for a pizza to get done, so he had uncooked pizza during a drinking night.
So you gotta
can't eat raw meat, but you can eat
raw
raw
dough.
Pizza.
Actually,
oh no,
I've done that as well, but it was kind of cooked. Since we're talking about
kind of
food
cooked.
and different things, I got that friend of mine, Jay, that we ate the raw steak. It's very sad because we no longer talk, and it's because of the addiction on my part that he decided that that we're not going to talk anymore, even with all the changes happened. But you know what? I can't blame him for that. So I mean, it is what it is. But for 35 plus years, we were inseparable. We were best of friends, brothers. And people used to laugh at us all the time. They're like, you guys, even though you're not blood brothers, you guys are just one of a kind. And one night we were out drinking and I went home. He went home. Well, I have been known to get up in the middle of the night and eat anything, and doesn't matter. So that night I came home and went to bed. And then I got up, made my way into the kitchen, and I grabbed some milk and I reached into the jar and I'm dipping my cookies into the milk and I'm crunching away. And I was like, man, these are old cookies. And because they were old, but man, were they hard. And I was like, crunch. I was like, oh, what the shit. And all of a sudden, the light goes on. And the girl sitting at the time is standing there, and all I hear is, "What are you doing?" And I was just like this. If I don't move, no one will see me. and I got this cookie in my mouth. I'm like, nothing. And she goes, no. She goes, you're eating dog biscuits. What? I looked down on the counter. I had this container full of dog biscuits for Taz and Chopper. Next to it was the container with my cookies. I was eating out of the wrong container. But it doesn't end there. Wait, there's more. The next day, we go to the bar. And there we all are sitting there. I think it was a Saturday. So, of course, it was like football Saturday or whatever. So we're sitting there. And I'm laughing about this. So I tell everybody what I did. Well, Jay starts laughing. He goes, you're not going to believe this. Same night, he went home. He does the same thing, get up and eat, because we used to live together for a while there too. And he loved tuna fish. When you open a can of tuna fish, you squeeze the lid down and you dump the juice out. Mm-hmm. Well, he loved that. So he would actually open it and then drink the juice. He just loved it. So he got home, grabbed the can, opened it, squeezed it down, and went like this. And he was like, what? His ma had a little dog, and they fed him Kelcan, those little cans. He ate the Kelcan food, and I was eating the biscuits. So they're like, only you two. Here's Manny
poor
eating dog
dogs.
biscuits. Yeah, and here's Jay. But hey, and Cookie's in the house. Oh man, and Aunt Cookie and Amber. It says Skylar, what you doing? I didn't see
I don't see
Skylar,
Skylar's
but
name, so maybe you see it. I don't see it.
I don't see it. But Aunt Cookie. What? Speaking of Cookie, Aunt Cookie. Um, yeah, Amber. It was milk bone dog biscuits, and and his was Can. No, Mighty Dog. It was
Well,
Mighty Dog,
okay.
the little cans of Mighty Dog. So Jay was eating Mighty Dog. I was eating Milk Bone biscuits, and yeah, it wasn't very good. But
Oh, Amber's gonna puke after you ate a whole pan of cold lasagna.
well, hey,
Mhm.
that's it was cooked at one time.
I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Amber? Cold lasagna. There you go. Cold lasagna, cold pizza. You know what? We did have Amber. Now you brought or who brought up pizza? Did I bring up pizza? Anyways, now we'll talk about pizza. You guys know I've been talking, the guys at work, one of the guys, Derek, who just had a beautiful, not just, I think Sophia's 6 weeks old now already.
Wow.
And he had pizza and he brought it in yesterday. And he goes, yeah, it's about 5 or 6 days old. And it's fine. It's just fine. Just pick the green stuff off. It'll be fine. So he had 3 big pieces. So he ate 2 and he's like, well, I've got 1 left. Should I eat it? And I'm like, of course. So he does. And about 2 hours later, he comes walking in the bay. He goes, man, that wasn't good. I was like, what? He goes, I was down at warehouse 3 and I barely made it to the bathroom. Like, what? He goes, out of nowhere. He's throwing up. I'm like, well, shit. Well, now you're hungry again. You're going to have more. But that was from the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Kevin, he'd take the milk bones over the canned food any day. Yes.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? And I do think I did try one more after I realized what it was. I was like, was it that bad? Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, man, they're supposed to be good for your teeth, but those were hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got Amber throwing up Randy Powers pizza.
Yeah.
And Amber said, hey, where'd the Vitale family go? And Laura says, we are here.
They're just watching out for us all.
But anyways, yeah, man, just a great day. And I had a lot of fun. And like I said, man, you never know from day to day. I can honestly say, that I did not expect to be having picture taken with Wolverine today.
Yes, if you get a chance, go on his page.
Yeah, I mean, he looks just like him, man. And like I said, after we talked, and what are the odds? What are the chances? And we both even said that, myself and James, about how things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here, he was getting ready to leave, and I don't use, I usually go out to the back service area by our locker room, and there was just a lot of commotion by one of the lifts. So I just went to, the other way and just, I didn't just happen to run into him. It was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amber, what you doing tomorrow, Manny? Tomorrow? I am working. I'm at Wolverine Harley. With Wolverine, we work there Tuesday through Saturday. And I'm trying to think. We don't. Oh, you know what? Amber, if you're feeling better, the end of the month, we are actually having different events going on. Jeanette is in the house. Look at that. OG Miss Jeanette. It says, hey, family. But the end of the month, we usually have events on Saturdays at Wolverine. And last year they did the for Halloween, the trunk or treat. And it was so cool, man. These kids, I love it, love it, love it. But they're doing a little different this year. They have two monster trucks that are coming that are going to be in the parking lot. And we're trying to talk George into actually turning those suckers loose. But because of liability stuff, we're not sure how we're going to make it work. But I will get the dates ahead of time. And for anyone in the Macomb County area, especially Clinton Township, Wolverine Harley is at 44660 North Gratiot Avenue, which is in Clinton Township, Michigan. It's North Gratiot, just south of M59, which is Hall Road. It'd be great to see you guys. It would take your memory candy. Yes, that was so damn funny that
was
time,
funny.
Amber. I don't know if you remember, but as you can see, OG's sunflower.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were about to go live, and I said, "Okay, you got the sunflower." And also, I'm looking around. I go, "Oh shit!" I go, "I forgot my memory mints in my
Yeah.
truck."
Mhm.
It had to be here.
Yeah,
It was
it
funny.
tickled me.
It
I
was-
started laughing. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so Amber, if you get somebody to drive you, it's a
Yes.
bit of a ride, but it would be good, fun to see the kids all dressed up. And if I know you're coming, I'll make sure I'm there also.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun. Like I said, they're going to have, I believe, two monster trucks there. I think it's the last Saturday in October, but I will get the information tomorrow
Mhm.
and have it all written down, and I'll bring it into the
Yeah, because I'm looking
studio.
around
I
because most
almost said
everybody on
casino.
here is like not right real close.
Yeah,
Well,
we've
James
got.
is in Mount Clement. Well, James knows where Wolverine is. Duh.
Yep, James will be
Since
there.
he was there today.
I know Jeremy Ross, who's not on here tonight, but he's actually been there before getting stuff for his bike. It'd be great to see. It'd be great to see anybody. You know, anybody and everybody's welcome. And Cookie says,
She wants to
Amber,
know
how are
Amber's-
you feeling?
See, that's what the family's like.
And I was just gonna say, you
So much
just,
love.
you know, and Cookie, you just showed just what I was talking about earlier. How with this family, it's never been about individuals. It's
Mhm.
about everyone else, and it's
Mhm.
how we can help others. So,
You're just sending love. Just
yep.
a little bit of kindness.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Other way.
What's
Other
going
way.
with group?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Gotta get it just right. There, now Groot's good to go.
Yeah.
But so anyways, that's about it for tonight, folks.
9:00 already.
We
Whoa.
have been on
Eastern
for
Standard Time.
53 minutes.
Mm.
We'll let you know, Amber. We'll give you plenty notice.
Mhm.
No, it's definitely not tomorrow, and it's not the week or so after. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
probably,
it's the
if it's gonna be
last.
close to Halloween.
I'm pretty sure it's the last Saturday. What is the last Saturday?
The last Saturday that's still in October would be the 25th.
Okay,
Because otherwise, then the next Saturday is
Yeah.
November 1st. So you'd want to.
it'll probably be, but like I said, I will
Whatever.
definitely get all the information tomorrow, and next time we're live,
Mhm.
we'll definitely post that. But yeah, I mean, let you know ahead of time, and we'll go from there. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you
Mhm.
for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the fun, just for having a good time, just for showing that, it's okay to sit here and laugh. It's okay
Mhm.
to be silly. It's okay to do all these things
You're
and just be
alive.
yourself and not worry about what anyone says. And
And there's Anthony. See, I got my hat on. He says, "Go Lions!" Before he forgets.
go
Yep,
Lions,
got my
go
hat.
Tigers.
Yeah,
And
really.
and Cookie, thank you so much. And
For hopping on board. We love you.
and Cookie, again, it was so nice seeing you when we were in Connecticut. And we'll let you,
We were talking earlier about your nephew. Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about Bo.
Bo.
And
And about what a nice young man he's turned out to be, coming from a rough start.
yep.
He is a just a shining example of what somebody can do for
Is
themselves.
that because he was afraid of bad cooking?
Well, hey, whatever it takes.
Amber, you have a great night, honey. Feel better. We're thinking of you. We're praying for you. And just remember, you are not alone. And everyone else, really appreciate you being on here with us. To our new brother, James Perry, welcome to the family, Wolverine. And we will, Jeanette, oh, gee, you get my info. You needed to come on with y'all. Well, we will check into that, Jeanette, and we'll definitely have y'all come on here with us.
And I will reach out to you tomorrow.
And Amber, yep, wings as well. Can't forget about our wed wings.
Wed wings.
We can't forget about our wed wings. All right, guys, love you. And as me and James were saying earlier, just remember that we got to own it, because until you own it, it owns you. And keep fighting a good fight. And addiction is only a word. It's not a death sentence. Love you guys so much, man. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Good night, and keep fighting a good fight.
See ya.